Hello everyone and welcome to the first actual episode of my MotoGP 4 gameplay series. This is going to be so long. I'm already regretting it. I've already tested a couple of things, in a shorter format. And well, the settings are already there. Hard, simulation on, and weather. I'm going to do dry only because full race with wets would mean, even longer races. The longest MotoGP race, it's usually a MotoGP race, top class, and it's usually around 45, 44 minutes. With wets it can go to like 49, 50 minutes, and we do not want that, don't we? I can try two kinds of, racing. I can use a real rider. Select your favorite rider and become the next world champion. You can choose any rider that has been unlocked in the paddock. It ends after a single season, therefore there are no team transfers or parts tests, because there is bike development in this game. Or you can race in MotoGP. Start in the 125cc class and rise through the ranks to become the champion of all three classes. You will have a chance to switch teams after each season. If you complete the parts test, you will get to improve your machine's performance. And that's what we are going to do. We can choose between 4 teams. We have, Road Racing Team Hungary, Elite Grand Prix, Gilera Racing Team, or Angaya Racing. And we are going for the Elite Racing Team because, I do not want to, for example, the Gilera looks like shit. It's like 6 max speed, 7 brakes, 7 acceleration, and 7 handling. It's not good. And and the Hondas are a bit better because I get a point extra in everything except brakes. And this one basically gives 2 points in handling to get 1 more of top speed. So I guess these are the best bikes. They are exactly the same. And I'm going to use this one. In the 125cc class, riders compete on machines with 2-stroke engines with a size of 125cc. Honda, KTM, Derby, and Gilera participate in this class, but the majority of the machines are made by Aprilia. Some of the talented riders in this class include Andrea Dovizioso, Hector Barbera, and Roberto Locatelli. This class allows young riders to show off their skills. An age limit was recently introduced in this class, solidifying its reputation as the gateway to the professional motorcycle racing world. Jesus Christ, that's a long, phrase. Additionally, the large number of racers makes the first corner of the race extremely exciting. Except in this game it doesn't, because every single class is 21 riders. So we are at the Fakisa Freeway in South Africa. And I think, the settings are already here, because I've already done that. And basically, it's very similar to my MotoGP Suit 2 setup. I've changed to manual transmission, especially because in 125 it is fairly relaxed. The machines are, do not have much power, and it's not that hard, to pay attention to the gears. Starting is always a nightmare, but that's part of the MotoGP part. Okay, here we start. Our first qualifying lap. This track is fairly simple. It is actually kinda easy. Whoa, long. I went very long there. I always misjudge that corner. I always forget that it's not like, it's not a king, it's actually basically a hairpin. But the entrance looks like the one of a king. And so, I get confused. It has, a parallel part, the part that I was doing. qualifying is a lot less bullshit than in MotoGP 2. Like, you know, the place you qualify is actually more or less the place you're going to finish in when it comes to the race. Which is nice. I actually like that. And yeah, I'm running wide. I've already done a lap, you know, because yeah, when I was testing this, the lap was 1:41.5. I'm not going to do that. And a 4th place is more, you know, more than enough. So yeah, I qualified 4th, behind Dovizioso, Stoner and Locatelli, and in front, well, my teammate, I guess, yeah, I guess it's, you know, Luti, and I do not see him. Where is Thomas Luti? Is he even in the race? He might not be even in the race. So yeah, those Grand Prix points are, you know, are the things that actually unlock the riders. So you can play as them. Right now I can only play as, you know, a bunch of 125 riders. And yeah. Race is about to start, you know, when the 4th row gets revealed. Okay, I actually got a fairly good start. Okay, I'm already destroying them. I remember that. God damn it, I forgot about this goddamn turn. I remember that they usually are not so good when it comes to the first split, and then they catch up, especially on the first lap. In the first lap, like, I guess they try to simulate cold tires, even though in this game there is no wear. But I guess they try to simulate cold tires with that. I guess the Dovizioso is on my ass, yeah. My gear reach is kinda short, but you know, I do not plan on overtaking on the back straight. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. First runoff of the season. Yeah, I was like, they are going to rear-end me, right? Okay, back to 4th. Not so bad when it comes after, you know, a runoff on the first goddamn lap. That blue dot you see, it's the slipstream. There's a slipstream indicator in this game. I kinda like it because it's not invasive. Okay, I'm getting better at the turn, getting better. There's gonna be a point where I'm going to actually follow the goddamn racing line. Oh god. Tried to outbrake Casey Stoner, couldn't do it. I think that this game actually has, you know, the proper point scoring system of the 2004 season. So, you know, 25, 20, 16, 13, all that. Okay, I got some of, you know, Dovizioso's slipstream. Whoa, but well, that was good. I know that there's a point in the track where I'm very good at. I am basically using a shittier version of Dovizioso's bike. Like, if his bike is a 2003 model, mine is a 2002 model. Oh god, too wide. Yeah, I only needed 3 laps to actually get the turn right. Lap times so far are fairly good. Oh god, that was bad. Okay, Locatelli is now the guy following me. Yeah, he has passed Dovizioso. I mean, I think if I can get under 141 most of the time, I'm gonna win the race. But it's going to be tough to do that. One weird thing about this game is that, well, once you get over 10 seconds of advantage, you no longer get references. They no longer tell you for some reason. Okay, so yeah, 4 laps out of 24, so yeah, we're getting into the first 6 of... Oh god. So yeah, this class is actually the easiest one. You know, it's not as demanding. They actually made it a bit easier. So it could serve, you know, as an introduction to the game. Although some people find it very annoying that you have to play, that you either have to unlock, you know, the MotoGP riders, well, that you cannot start your career in MotoGP. People never really like that. I love it, because this is the first game that actually had, you know, the smaller bikes. And even though, you know, it's a lot easier to control because, you know, for example, there is no power slide. I mean, the power slide in these bikes is minimal. It's not like I'm going to fall. I got a bit too comfy when it comes to the curb there. Okay. I mean, you don't need telemetry. You are actually, you know, you don't need to look at my hands. You are actually seeing all there is. I kinda like that about MotoGP games, that you actually see what the, I mean, if they do not deactivate it, you can see, you know, what the player is doing. That is always very good. Whoa, why? fight. .40 low, 40.3, and well, and the difference actually shows shows that I'm getting faster. It should happen that that I'm going to lap people. Lappers are going to happen. Because yeah, I mean it's going to be fairly late in the race. I mean at least halfway through. But yeah, lappers are a thing in this game. There are two riders riding fairly closely, together for second place. One is Locatelli. I do not know about the other guy. Could be Dovizioso, but I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to brake like that in MotoGP. In MotoGP that would have been a fall. Well, and the corner exit, I'm gonna have to be, fairly cautious. But that's gonna be like, in like 4 months. Well, it's gonna be 4 months for you. I'm gonna try to be, I don't know, not very, very quick, but yeah, gonna have to. Gonna try to, not make it, not be just on time. Well, this first race is gonna have a few weeks in advance because yeah, it's still 2016 in my time. I don't know, I like that I'm being fairly constant. I like that. It's almost realistic, I guess. Riders are going down the back straight. I think I can hear them. I've fallen back to the 40 highs because probably the mistake on the second to last corner. A couple mistakes more, but yeah, pretty much all that. And as long as I do not fall down and all that, I'm going to be happy. Oh god, talking about falling down, I almost did it there. It's going to be another shitty lap, I guess. I don't know, so far I'm getting a good rhythm out of this. If I can, I'll try to show you, you know, the actual race times, the real ones, and see if I can be faster than them. I think I can, because, you know, the whole no tire wear thing, that is actually very helpful for me. And yeah, it's going to be, you know, fairly long, because yeah, full championship, full length. I'm only going to show you, this was, you know, the last qualifying session you're going to watch. The rest are going to happen off screen, because yeah, I do not want to make them even longer. Because we are not halfway through, and this video is already 21 minutes long. We are not halfway through. Okay, this lap is actually good. Or at least it looks like. Absolutely nobody. Okay, I forgot to change gears. That was bad. Oh god. And I forgot to slow down there. God damn it. The progress I did on the last 3-4 laps, I've lost it. Yeah, I've lost a second. Not good. Not good again, god damn it. This is going to be exhausting for me, because yeah, each race 40-45 minutes. The only short races are going to be, and it's going to be only like a minute or two, are going to be Phillip Island, Assen, and I do not know which one else. Which one? Probably Mugello. Mugello is fairly fast, I guess. And it has that long straight. Scratching my hand because it itches. That was fairly good. I knew it was good. Back to 2.8. Kinda want lappers now. I want lappers to appear, because you know now then I'll have somebody in front, somebody to look at. I'm considering making, you know, letting you have, you know, a lap without my voice. But I'm afraid I will complain at some point. Because, you know, because of my bad riding or something. Okay, gonna try to give you a lap without mouth, boys. Damn it, I guess I should shut the fuck up. It was the fastest lap by over half a second. Oh, I mean, I guess I'm getting good at the game and at the track. It's fairly normal, you know, for a good rider to actually, you know, learn the track. But yeah, for example, I don't know, one thought that crossed my mind during the lap. Today I was watching some old videos about Race of Champions kind of events. Because I mean, there have been actually quite a few of them over time. You know, actually the Race of Champions, the real one, the one with rally drivers, it's only one of many. There were the Versea Kart Masters for you know, guys on the road, Formula 1 drivers, sports cars drivers, and all that. There was, you know, the Guidon d'Or for motocross riders, GP riders, like, you know, like MotoGp, well, 500cc back then, but yeah, and superbikes and all that. There was also, you know, even before the Guidon d'Or, there were the Superbikers TV shows, because they were actually TV shows. It was something made for TV, but it was fucking awesome because it was motocross versus road racing versus flat track. And the track actually had, you know, elements of all three disciplines. You know, there were big sweeping dirt turns for the flat trackers, there was asphalt for the road racers, there were jumps for the motocross riders. It was actually probably the best one, and it was the first one. So yeah. But for example, I mean, it's such a shame that riders are earning so much money nowadays that they do not want to ride things like that, ride or drive, because it was so fucking cool to watch them. I remember, I think it was done during the first couple of weeks of December, but I remember watching the Race of Champions every single year from 1997, you know, well, for as long as I can remember until 2003. And then, well, I watched the 2004 one, which was the first stadium Race of Champions, and I lost interest because it was fucking shit. It was interesting, don't get me wrong, but come on, it wasn't the same. Nowhere near as entertaining. The entertaining one was the one in Gran Canaria. Well, Gran Canaria, or El Jarama, or Nürburgring, or Montpellier, or the place of where some parking parking, parking lot is in Montjuic in Barcelona. Okay, that was bad. Because, they actually changed places a few times, but, during the first 15 years, it was always the same kind of event. They changed it a bit. But, pretty much it was the same kind of event. And then it became shit because, they thought, giving it to a goddamn football stadium was a good idea. For some reason, I'm either going in too fast or I've lost the braking point I was using for that turn. But yeah, I cannot get it right. So yeah, I mean, it was, the Race of Champions, what an event. It could be so goddamn entertaining because some drivers did not give a fuck about the cars and they basically thrashed them around. Like it was just some kind of very expensive toy. Well, they drove it like, it wasn't theirs. And that made the event fucking awesome. Because, usually in a rally you have to care about the car. Because, the car has to stand for 3 days or so. And, well, then there was the Race of Champions, which the car had only needed to last like 30 minutes. And they really drove it like it was only 30 minutes of life. But that was amazing, that was really awesome. I love it. By the way, I'm hearing motorbike engines, when I go through down the back straight, I hear motorbike engines going up the front straight. So that means that, I'm already, 3/4 ahead of some of the guys. So, God, that was awful. And that was almost a crash. But yeah, I guess it is, I guess at some point I'm actually going to lap somebody. Yeah, I mean, I can hear them, go up the straight, the front straight. That means they are fairly close. But yeah, the best kind of events are, events with professional drivers and borrowed cars. That is always amazing because they do not give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. They are just like, hey, I'm just gonna try to get it to the end of the event. And it might not look pretty afterwards. And you could really tell they were driving like that. It was different, when, for example, I mean, I've seen other events that are kinda similar, but do not use borrowed cars like Race of Champions. And it's not as entertaining because you can see that they actually care for the team because it's usually the team's car, and they are like, yeah, well, I'm going to push it, but yeah, I do not plan on destroying it. Because this car is going to a museum or private collection, or is going to be used as a test car during the off season. It's a lot different. Okay, almost 9 seconds. 8. And yeah, I can already see one bike. I see you, motherfucker. Considering the shitty bike I'm riding, I'm doing an excellent job. Like, this bike is not supposed to be in the top 10, basically. I'm trying to make it work enough. Oh yeah, now I can get the slipstream in. Damn it. Yeah, the slipstream only exists after 100 miles an hour, which fucks up, you know, the 125 class, but you know, because the 125cc class doesn't go over 100 miles per hour much, except for the long straights. But you know, it's not slow. I mean, it's not a ridiculous amount of slipstream. Like, you know, it's not super powerful. You can feel it. But for example, you might miss a turn, a braking point, because you know you're gonna have to brake a bit earlier. But yeah, it's not stupid. Also, by the way, I think I'm already at over 11 over 10 seconds ahead. $39.7. By the way, I somehow did a 39.1. Do not even know how. I truly don't, to be honest. Okay. Trying to follow the next guy, which is another Aprilia, I guess. It's Aprilia 90% of the time, so yeah. Well, not 90, but yeah, 80-70% of the time. Oh, it's Lucas Pesek. I recognize you, number 52. Oh, I was like, hey, he's going to use me. But no, he couldn't. So yeah, this is one of my least favorite tracks in MotoGP 4. I mean, it's not a bad track, but I just do not find the enjoyment when riding it. It's just not enjoyable. It was a cool way to start the season because, you know, southern hemisphere, so temperatures were very nice. But yeah, it's, I don't know, not good for me. Okay. Yeah, I tried to use, you know, some engine braking. I do not know if there is engine braking in this game. I should try. I know there are no mechanical damage. There is no mechanical damage. Bit of grass there, kicking up some grass. Kicking up some ass. Teammate? Oh yeah, Dario Giuseppetti was my teammate. Together with Thomas Luthier. I want you to support me, god damn it. Okay, yeah, you I no longer need you. I don't think it worked out the way I wanted. Hey, I tried. 4 laps to go. I mean, the race becomes, you know, a lot more friendly or happy or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a lot better when there are lappers, because you're no longer riding alone. You can actually, you know, strategize. You can actually, you know, use your strategy to try to get the most out of it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you can do something, and that is nice. Well, I don't think I can kick it into neutral. I think there is no neutral in this game. Okay, it's basically a short race left to go. 41 minutes of video. The next guy, yeah, it's a Malaguti. I was like, yeah, yellow Malaguti. I do not remember the guy. I'm 13 seconds ahead of Roberto Locatelli. Well, I guess it's Roberto Locatelli now, I do not know. Less than 3 laps remaining. I hope the game never freezes on me when it comes to these very, very long races, because I might want to kill myself if it happens, and I might do it if it happens. Whoa, that was way too fast. That was a very good, you know, very good corner, and then yeah, I just couldn't do it, couldn't stop it. I mean, at least I'm doing fairly good times. Oh wait, yeah, that's my helmet's screen. That's because I've never done, you know, one of the things you can actually do in this game, which is change the get you know, one of the tiers off, which is done like this. Okay, I cannot do it in this straight. I guess it's considered too short. I'll try to do it on this next straight. Now. Okay, now it's clean. Yeah. I should do it every 4 or 5 laps. And, well... Okay, that was a very early shift. Although the bike actually, you know, the speed is actually good. Black bike, I do not know which guy this is. Looks like number 69? I do not know. I actually don't know. Yeah, this is the final lap. There is no white flag because yeah, this isn't. Yeah, it doesn't happen like that in MotoGP. Whoa, I almost fell down there. Oh yeah, since it's a hard level, you know, with simulation on and all that, penalties are a thing. So yeah, I can get a penalty. Which would actually make some of the races a lot more exciting, for example this one. Because I would be leading only by 3 seconds then, instead of by like 13. Okay, second to last turn. And winning! Yes, first race of the season and it's a win. Yeah, we can actually control the celebration. I don't know the number 69, who that guy is. The wheels look like shit if you look at them from the side. I'm not controlling any of these except for the camera. Locatelli's over there. Dovizioso finished 3rd, I think. And Casey Stoner 4th. Yeah, I'm going to stop it. And I guess you do not want to watch, you know, at any more of that. Okay, 40 minutes, 17 seconds. I'll check out, you know, the time off the screen, I'll check it. And I lap Robin Harms, Gabor Talmachi. Oh yeah, goddammit, number 14, of course Gabor Talmachi. I'm a fucking idiot. Dario Giuseppetti, which is one of my 2 teammates. I use his paint job, not Thomas Lutti's paint job. And then, you know, also Lucas Pesek and Fabrizio Lai. Last guy in points was Jorge Lorenzo. And then, you know, Marco Simoncelli, Simone Corsi, Mattia Passini, Mika Kallio 11th with the KTM, Julito Simon 10th with the same bike I'm riding. I mean, it's the same kind of bike. And then Hector Barberani, and then it's Albor Bautista, Steve Jenner, Mirko Jansanti, and bottom of the top 5 for Pablo Nieto, and then it's, you know, 4th Casey Stoner, 3rd Dovizioso, 2nd Locatelli, and 1st me. Yeah, it's 16 races. Yeah, 16 races. And I started with a win. And yeah, in this game there are actually 29 riders, so yeah, there's a bunch of, you know, 8 riders that did not race. I mean, including these 8 riders that did not race on this race. Sergio Gadea, Jordi Garciano, Angel Rodriguez, Mattia Angeloni, Thomas Lutti, Imre Toth, Besa Kallio, Fabrizio Lai, and Manuel Mana also. I got a lot of points because, you know, I won a very long race. I had no idea that our machine could place so high. You've really surprised me. And yeah, see you on the next race. It's going to be at Jerez. Bye bye!